Hello, Stampers. Welcome to Laura's Stamp Pad. My paper pumpkin came in the mail yesterday, and I'm so excited to unbox it and open it up. And hopefully, if we have enough time, I can actually get started on it, which I'm super excited about because my stash of cards is getting really low. And I really hate to say it, but I have the last 2 months worth of paper pumpkin boxes not complete, and it kills me. I always stay on top of my paper pumpkin boxes because otherwise they just pile up and I forget about them and everything else. So I really don't want to do that. So I'm hoping to be able to unbox this and get started on this one. Oh, this is the one with the bubble gum in it. I will spare you guys and not eat the bubble gum here on the live, or otherwise I'm sure I'll be like and chomping like crazy. So even though that does sound super good right now, I will spare you. But I'm pretty sure this is the one, the baseball themed one, which is masculine cards, I'm hoping, or at least masculine and like kid cards is kind of what I'm really hoping this set will be. So this is the May 2021 Paper Pumpkin Kit, and it is called Batter Up. It's so funny, like part of me is like, okay, is that baseball or is that cupcakes? You guys all know where my mind goes. I love cupcakes. They're the best. Oh, I'm trying not to shove 500 cupcakes in my mouth though. Feeling like I need to kind of get back on the healthy train a little bit and start feeling like myself again. So unfortunately, that means 1 cupcake, not 5. So let's get started on opening up the May 2021 Paper Pumpkin Kit. Oh my gosh, how cute. Night of Navy is the ink spot. And there are 3 pieces of double bubble in here. This is the kind of gum that like is heavenly for the first minute, and then it's like jaw aching after that. Are you guys big gum chewers? I feel like I used to be a huge gum chewer. Let's see, this was probably like high school maybe, and I used to chew the pink extra. And then, like, I don't know, I feel like I haven't chewed gum in years now. So let me know, do you guys like to chew gum? Do you hate gum? Do you have a favorite gum? Let me know. Give me a little shout out. I hope my comments are working. But anyway, double bubble. Ooh, I really like these fonts. How cool is that? So this one has You're the Greatest of All Time. The goat. You're the best. It doesn't say the goat. I just said that because that's what greatest of all time means. In case you were wondering, I feel a little bit young and hip whenever I know the answer to that. But yeah, if you ever see like you're the goat or anything like that, it's greatest of all time. GOAT. I'm hip. I don't think I would say that. Because half of the time I have to ask somebody else, usually my niece, like, what in the world is that? So anyway, you're the greatest of all time, you're the best, all-star, a baseball bat, a hat, and then mom, brother, friend, uncle, grandpa, son, ever, and dad. Oh, I guess it's you're the best, and then ever. You know what there's not on here is aunt. There's uncle, but no aunt. Well, that's a bummer. I'm the best aunt ever, and I need cards that say that. You used to chew gum a lot? I could see that helping clear the palate. The other thing is chewing gum to not eat. Like, you know, whenever you're like, I just want to like eat something or just constantly, you know, like mindless eating, chewing gum is really good for that. Okay, so I also have to tell you guys about the June kit because I'm super excited about it. It's this fabulous pinky purpley watercolory gorgeousness. It actually coordinates with one of the suites in the catalog. Let me find the suite. It's actually this suite. So it coordinates with that suite, which is also here. And let me find the actual page that that's on. But the other awesome thing about it is you get 2 ink spots next month. So that's even better because the ink spots are not the consumable part. They're the part that you can reuse over and over and over again. So that's amazing. Let's see. It is Expressions in Ink, page 96. Or at least I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So it coordinates with this suite. I am super excited because that suite is gorgeous. I mean, of course. Yeah, I don't chew gum anymore either. Like, I mean, I might chew these 3 pieces because I'm going to be bored down here at some point and I'm just going to reach over and chew them. I'm also one of those really bad, like, I just want to, like, use it up, which is another bad thing about having sweets on the counter because I'm like, I just want to clean up the counter, so I just want to eat them just to get rid of them. Worst idea ever. Don't just eat things just to get rid of it. But yeah, I'll probably have these on my desk somewhere, and so I'll eat them that way. The only other thing is they'll get buried, so I'll probably be eating them slowly because it took me like 5 minutes to find a pair of scissors, and there are 3 pairs of scissors somewhere on my desk, or at least I'm pretty sure. Otherwise, I have no clue where they are, and it took me 5 minutes to find a pair, so it's definitely time to clean the desk and reduce the amount down. But anyway, so sign up for the June kit. There's 2 ink spots in there. Great to do with kids. So, you know, with kids ending school and everything, this is a great option, is to enjoy Paper Pumpkin throughout the summer. And then, oh, here's our Night of Navy ink pad. Or ink spot. I did leave a link in the description box so that you can sign up for that. The tissue paper is nice and perfect. I feel like I need to save it. It's like a present. Ooh, I'm loving those colors of that red and yellow together. Super, super cute. Okay, there's nothing I love better than baseball stripes. What is that? Is that pinstripe or is that only whenever it's like a suit or something? But I love the stripes of a baseball uniform. I just find them to be like so cute. Like any team that has that, I'm like, oh, those guys are cute. Most other uniforms I'm kind of like meh on. Do you guys think baseball uniforms are cute? It's okay. I won't tell. My mom says that I'm pretty sure it was her mom, used to say, I'm not dead. I can still look. So, yeah, I can use that. I'm not dead. I can still look. But yeah, cute little pinstripe. I think that's probably going to be my favorite. But I do like this one too. Although the bad thing about this is I don't know if I'm going to add the name, or like not the name, but the like title, because I don't know who I'm going to give it to. So it might just say you're the best, and then I might leave it blank because I just don't know. And then this one's super cute. You're in a league of your own. And I like the envelopes with that stripe. Ooh, they redid the instructions. How cool is that? So if you've ever not liked the way the instructions are, it looks like Stampin' Up! Has redone the way the instructions are. Rather than words, there's a lot more pictures, and it shows, look, it shows that you should use 5 dimensionals, which I would say is more than some people might use, but still probably less than I use. For a full background piece, how many dimensionals do you guys use? Do you use 5, 1 in each corner and 1 in the middle? Or do you do like 1 in each corner and then like diamond shape of like an in-between? But yeah, how cool is that? They even show like the ink spot and the stamp going on the clear block and all of that. Oh no, my battery is running low on my laptop. Hold on. If it's not one thing, it's another, it seems like. Okay, we're good. Whew, close call. So yeah, I'm super excited about these instructions and having them be more informative and everything. And of course, don't forget that there's the ruler along this edge, which is a really long ruler now because they opened this up. But it does say 12 inches cutting with the ribbon, and it shows you how to put it on and everything. So that's super cool. And then they also have, oh, these are all the supplies for each one. And then on the back, there's also other options that you can do with these pieces. If you wish to create your own cards, here's some inspiration to do the cards like this instead. Okay, setting all that stuff aside. So we have stamps, ink, and now we have adhesive of the little glue dots and Stampin' Dimensionals. Now, you can always use your own adhesive of choice if you wish to not use the glue dots, but it's awesome that it does come with it so that if you are taking your kit with you on the go, then you still have those. A little bit of white baker's twine and little enamel shapes in yellow and red. Here's some labels. These are really little, so I'm definitely not going to pop those out because I find them easier to stamp on when they're all together as one. And here are envelopes with that fun blue, like it's kind of like a dirty blue stripe. And they're white on the front. But like you can see, like it almost looks, yeah, it looks dirty. Like it's like a blue stripe with like someone stepped on it or something. Like it's got just a little hint of like a dirty rustic look. And then our card fronts. So we have 3 card fronts with this white dirty again. Like see how it looks dirty there in the background? White backsplash and a red starburst. And white on the inside for writing. And then this one, 3 cards of like just a wood grain and white on the inside. And then 3 cards in that fabulous stripe. And this is like a blue stripe, again, with that dirty look. I kind of hate to call it dirty because it's not dirty, but it just kind of looks like that. And this is, looks like full 3 sheets of all of our layers. So I usually like to put them all together and pop them out as one rather than popping out each individual one because it would take a lot longer, and you can always line them up and then pop out all 3 at the same time, which is super easy and fun. So we have baseballs, we have home plates, we have You're in a League of Your Own, we have this little stripe, we have an all-star banner, and then we have lots of baseball bats because there's 2 sets, which means there's 6 of them. And then a red banner. None of these are being stamped on, I don't think, so that's why it's easy to be able to go ahead and do that. And I totally, the trash can is like a foot from me, and I just tossed it, hit the edge, and it bounced back out. Please tell me that's not how my day is gonna go. Okay, or how stamping is gonna go. Okay, let's get started. I, of course, wanna do this one first. So I'm gonna start by folding all of my card bases. Do I dare even try to find a bone folder? Again, the crazy thing is I have a ton of bone folders and scissors on my desk, and yet I can't find one. How is that even possible? Seriously? And this is where I'm like, Laura, get it together, but I also don't want to come down and clean. I want to come down and play, which is why I just shove everything to the side, apparently. How am I missing all my bone folders. And then the other bad thing is I know where I can find more. So I just go get another one. So now I have 4 bone folders. Hi, Dawn. That's your world. You can't find anything? Well, good. I'm glad that we are living in the same world then, and I'm not alone. Although it's not good of me to just go get another one out, because then I'm just going to bury a 4th one and make the mess bigger when I really just need to clean it. But I would rather stamp. I really, like, I'm getting so low on cards, like so low. I really just need to like sit down and make like 10 thank you notes, like 10 of the same card, just so that I can just mass produce and get them done faster. But like 10 thank you notes, 10 masculine birthday, 10 feminine birthday, 10 kid birthday. And then the last paper pumpkin last month's had a greeting on it that was like, "You're so cool," or something like that. And I'm like, that would be perfect for like the teen tween years. And so I'm like, I need to use that before I end up putting it away, because I'm cleaning, because I finally cleaned up my mess. But yeah, I just don't know when I'm going to have time to make those cards. So it's just going to be like a make as you go and panic mode, I think, for a couple months maybe. Claire's last day of school is tomorrow. I'm super sad about it. Like, I feel like I'm going to be like that parent, and I feel like she's graduating and she's going to graduate every single year. Like, it's just going to be sad. Like, you know, oh, she's graduating the 2s class. She's graduating the 3s class. I know she's not really graduating. I will be a hot mess when she actually does graduate. So good luck, Claire. I'm going to be the embarrassing mom who's in the back going while also snapping 1,000,001 photos, because that's what I do. Okay, let's get out these instructions and just kind of see what they show and maybe follow along by them. I'm a big picture person. I don't like to read instructions. I like to follow pictures. So I'll maybe set this up here. And because I'm at home, I prefer to use my 2-sided adhesive rather than the dots, just because it goes faster in my opinion. So it looks like we put this down first. You know, those stripes make it really easy to line it up straight. Whether it's centered, that's a whole different ball game. Like that little pun there. But at least it's straight, right? Okay. And then each one gets 2 bats. This is going to be fun. I think I'm just going to put like a dab on the 2 ends, because the all-star thing is actually going to take care of the center. So I think we'll be okay. So the all-star goes in the middle, so I'm not really that worried that it's going to like fall off or anything. So I'm really just adding just a little dab to opposing ends. I almost feel like they need to be more angled. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. What was I thinking? I need to work higher. Sorry about that. I hate the delay whenever when I use both my overhead camera and my computer, because then I'm like, well, I just finished that card and you guys didn't see any of it because of the delay on seeing what I'm doing. Okay, so I literally just have a small little dab on the ends of these so that they're not super floppy. And there's all of that. So we're done with step 1. And then now we need the baseballs and the all-stars. I don't know, like, do I really want to do, I guess I do need Father's Day cards. Maybe I will make these into Father's Day cards. I actually have a nephew who's a huge baseball player. So I almost feel like I want to save one of these cards for him. Actually, maybe I'll do the League of Your Own one for Father's Day. I think this one I'm actually just going to say All-Star. I'm not going to put anything on the baseball because I think this would be great for a birthday card. So all the baseballs go in the middle. I almost feel like those should have been popped up on dimensionals, maybe. And then I was going to do the All-Star popped up on dimensionals. So it's super rainy and gross here in Illinois. And makes me want to nap. What do you guys like to do on rainy days? When I was a kid, I used to play under the table, and my mom usually sewed on rainy days because otherwise she preferred to be outside all the time and working in her garden and stuff. So on rainy days, that was like the day to get indoor stuff done. And then I have never really been a huge fan of like storms and stuff. So I would play under the kitchen table, and which was not very far from her sewing machine, because her sewing machine was in the one room just off of the kitchen. And it was kind of like my home. Like under each chair would be like a different bedroom for my dolls and things like that. The life of a toddler playing underneath a table. My camera keeps trying to focus, isn't it? It's like it's alive. I know, I hate whenever it does that. Like, I guess maybe it's too much white. Stop focusing. Just actually focus. Maybe it just needs my arm in there. So I'm kind of putting the All-Star like diagonal just because, I don't know, I feel like it's cute that way. I feel like it covers up a lot of that red though. Nah, that's okay. And I'll try to keep my arms in so that it has something to focus on, I guess. And then it looks like we add 3 red and 2 yellow. Let me grab my take your pick tool. And they do a red and a yellow down here. And 2 reds and a yellow up top. In all this chaos, we're also working on potty training Claire. So if you can send all of your potty training vibes our way, that would be amazing. Because it's fun. Yesterday was a really good day. And then the day before was not. But we're also definitely noticing that we're moving in the right direction. So trying to see the win each day. And go with that. The hardest part is the fact that she needs to get out of the house. And so like Brad will usually take her like to get like a Target pickup, or he'll take her to the grocery store or different things like that. And can't really do that because, you know, we don't know where all the bathrooms are in all the stores, and, you know, like we're just beginning, so we're not really ready to like leave the house just yet with the whole potty training. So yeah. So you can see this middle one, I actually put the dots like in a smaller triangle, and then this one I did a bigger triangle, but I don't know. Looks good. Those were super quick and simple. I love it. I'll probably stamp happy birthday on the inside just to be able to use those as birthday cards then. Where do you like to go to games to, Dawn? Do you like to go to like major league games, or are you just going to like locals? We actually, so, you know, we obviously have the Cardinals, like 20 minutes away-ish, 30 minutes away in St. Louis. And then we have the high school is literally like right, you know, like a mile away. And we usually walk the trails, but we have yet to hit a track meet. I love track, and I've been wanting to go, and I even put on my calendar the days that they were. But I think because the schools are on like a different schedule, they are doing the track meets really, really early, and we have yet to make it to a track meet. Hi, Susan. You know, I really struggle with making it as it is versus alternatives. Like, I see the alternatives and I'm like, those are amazing. But I also like it as is. And I like Paper Pumpkin to be like my relaxed stamping where I just use the ideas that it comes with rather than coming up with my own. And so, let's see, they did a giant loop here. I could measure, but okay, it can't be that big because I didn't make it long enough. Do you guys like that frayed look? Or like with the end of your baker's twine? Or do you prefer it to be like straight? So do you like it straight, or do you kind of like it ruffled and frayed just a little bit? The minor games, South Bend Cubs, the high school teams too. So the high school kids don't play around here, or like they do, but it's not right at the high school. They play at a different field. I'm not really sure where the field is. We also have a college team in town, and I wanted to try to go to one of their games because we used to see them playing when we were headed to, like in the morning, like 10 a.m. on a weekday, when we were headed to doctor's appointments for Alex. And then I like looked at their schedule to try to maybe hit a game, and they're at like 1 o'clock on a Saturday, or like 6, 7 o'clock on a weekday. Well, that's bedtime for both. 1 o'clock is nap time, and 7 o'clock is the start of bedtime routine because she goes to bed at 8. So neither of those times worked. And she keeps saying, I want to go to a baseball game, because we have a picture of us at a Cardinals game with her when she was really little. And so we always say, oh, that was when we were at a baseball game. And then she says, I want to go. Okay, so this one is going to say, you're the best. Yes, and that's going to be the June kit, Susan. Matches the expressions in ink. However, expressions in color maybe is the Paper Pumpkin, and I'm excited to have that one coordinate, because that just like makes endless possibilities of what you can do with the Paper Pumpkin kit. So I'm actually, you like them frayed? Okay, I kind of do too, but I frayed one the other day and I didn't really like it, and Brad really didn't like it. So I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. So this is a very solid image. So I'm going to show you a couple ways that I like to do solid images. One, I am going to ink it up. Rather than using the spot, I'm going to save the spot and use my regular full-size ink pad. So I'm going to ink it up. Ooh, and it actually inked up really well. So sometimes, let me get something white. Sometimes whenever you ink up a solid set like that, it almost like pools in certain areas and stuff. So it's best to like ink it up and like wash it off and then ink it up again. But this one, of course, there's a horrible glare. The fraying depends on the card. You know, you're probably right with that. And this card was more masculine and the fraying just kind of made it look, I don't know, dirty or like, I don't know. It just did not look good. And I used that new baker's twine in the crumb cake. And I just think maybe that color doesn't look good frayed. But anytime you have a solid stamp like this, sometimes the image doesn't want to ink up the best. So it's best to like clean it off. So a lot of times like I'll ink it, stamp a few times on a scrap piece. Well, this is a scrap piece if I've ever seen one. Stamp it a few times just to kind of like dirty it up a little bit before it's time to stamp on my project. One of the other things that I like to do is I like to stamp on a piece of foam so that since it's a photopolymer set, it kind of has that push back. Like there's like a spot on there. Our red rubber stamps, they already have that foam built into them, but the photopolymer ones don't. So what I like to use is the foam piece that comes with the Stamparatus, but you can also use like a stamping pierce mat or anything like that. So here's our home plate. We're going to ink it up. And stamp it down. I feel like this is underneath it. There we go. I am very impressed that one turned out so fabulous. So I have two more. Hopefully I can do the same. It is a nice large stamp. And I love that bubble letter. I've never been able to do bubble letters. A friend of mine used to always do bubble letters for me. I'd be like, bubble letters, do my name, do this name, do this boy's name. Like she would always do them for me, like to decorate like the front of my Trapper Keeper or whatever it might have been in school. But I always wanted her to do bubble letters because I could not do bubble letters. If only I knew about Stampin' Up! At that time whenever I was a kid. Then Stampin' Up! Could take care of my letters for me and I could have stamped the heck out of all of my stuff. It would have been fabulous. Claire can do that. Okay, so you're the best. Do I want to do this card for Father's Day? I'll do You're the Best Brother. Does that work for brother-in-law too? Okay, so that's my brother's Father's Day card. Maybe I'll do one of these for one of the dads and one of the other ones for a dad, and then me and Brad can fight over whose dad gets which card. Okay, so that's for one of the dads. And then what do I do for my brother-in-laws? They're uncles to my kids, but they're also brother-in-laws. Or do I just leave it as You're the Best? Or do I put friend? Or do I put ever? Maybe I'll just do You're the Best ever. I don't know. What do you think? Son? Oh, it's definitely not son. Do I do brother for in-laws or do I do uncle for Father's Day? could also do friend. Or I could just leave it blank. You're the best. Oh, why is the struggle so real? Maybe I'll just leave it. Okay, so cast your votes. What do you guys think I should do with that last one? And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and add dimensionals to these. I am so impressed with my stamping skills on this large image with such a solid look. Like, so impressed. My day is looking up, even though I couldn't find scissors or a bone folder in my hot mess of a stamping room. There's still time to make the day better until I go upstairs and see that it's rainy and dark. Like, we literally had to turn the lights on in the house because I couldn't see anything. I'm just going to pull the trash can a little closer so I don't miss. Okay. These stripes are like good and bad because they're either going to show that I did it crooked or they're going to help me make it straight. Which one is it going to be? You just never know. So this one you can really see the loops. And I think this one needs to be trimmed a little. And then it looks like we have 3 red and 2 yellow. Didn't we have 3 red and 2 yellow on the last one? Apparently the next card's going to be 3 yellow and 2 red. Okay, so this one does opposite corners going the other way. This take your pick tool makes this so easy. Whether you have fingernails or not, you don't have to worry about it because you got the take your pick tool. You are the best. No one's going to cast their vote for brother-in-law and what I should do. I need help. I need a decision. I am super glad, and this is why I love Paper Pumpkin and why I'm even more sad that I haven't done the past 2 months, because Paper Pumpkin always sets me up for holidays. So, like, look, I'm getting my Father's Day cards done right now. Okay, since that one's not frayed, I'm going to trim this one so that it's not frayed either. I guess I could always fray the other end, but yeah, Paper Pumpkin always sets me up for holidays and makes me feel like I'm on my A game, even when I don't feel like I'm on my A game. So, again, nailing it on this rainy day. You guys all need to try out Paper Pumpkin. It's fun stamping. It's easy. And even while talking your guys' ear off, I don't think it takes that long. I think they say it should take like 30 minutes, but even as a seasoned stamper, if that's what you'd like to call me, I don't know. I kind of think it takes longer than 30 minutes, but maybe it's because I talk or dilly-dally. Highly possible. I've always been known to be a talker. My mom would take me to the grocery store and I'd be talking to some random person in the aisle. But I don't think she ever feared losing me to a stranger because they would bring me back because I wouldn't stop talking. Okay, that one just says you're the best. And then that's going to be for my brother for his Father's Day card. And then Brad or I are going to use this for our Father's Day card for our dad. 2 sets down, 1 more set. I'm so pumped to be able to get all of this done in one sitting. And it arrived yesterday, so I feel like I'm nailing it. Oh, this one is so easy. Just add the card. And, oh, this is a little card, and they still did 5 dimensionals. So, yeah, love it. There's very minimal stamping on this kit. And this one, you can actually assemble completely and then just add that little simple tag when you're ready to use it. Which always sounds like a good idea to me, but then I forget where I put the stamp set, or I'm just like, I just need the card as we fly out the door, or I need to get it in the mail, you know, because I hear the mail truck coming down the street. Have you guys ever chased the mail truck? I mean that with love, too. Our mailman loves us. But, like, I hear the truck, and I'm like, oh, my gosh, hurry up, get the mail. And then run it out to him. There's even been times that he's gone by, and I've been like, let's go out there and sit and wait because he comes back on the other side of the street. So I'm like, and then we'll catch him on the way back. I've thought about it, but I have not. No, I think that's a lie. I think I have done it actually before. I was going to say I've thought about it, but I've never actually done it. But I think I have actually done it. So this goes right on the edge of that starburst, which is kind of the center of the card. But we're just going to go the edge of the starburst and not think about the fact that it's centered or not centered. Okay. So one of these is going to say dad because that's going to go for our other dad. And then, ooh, maybe I should have done All-Star Dad, and that will be Brad's card because I do like the pinstripe. But I don't think I can stamp it there because it's too bumpy. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to test it out. I'm going to put this piece here. Who thinks that I can do this? I'm going to put it here and see if it comes out nice and neat. It does. Okay, so I have faith. I have faith. Who thinks that I can stamp it on there with the bump of the baseball bat? You're the best, and happy Father's Day is enough. Okay, here we go. Nailed it. Okay, so then this one is going to be Brad's. But then I'll still make one with Claire. Stay tuned. So this one, I think I'm going to stamp a few brothers. We'll see what Brad's opinion is on the whole brother thing, and I'll let you guys do some more voting. For my brother-in-law, multiple brother-in-laws, do you guys think I should just say brother? Or do you think it should say uncle? Or should it say friend? Maybe I'll stamp a few friends as well. Or should it just say you're in a league of your own? Happy Father's Day. Go for it. Thanks, Susan. I'm glad you support me in my craziness and think that I can do it. The image worked well with it. It was a nice, like, thick image. Okay, that's enough friends, I think. And we'll leave the last two blank just in case. Okay, that is the last of the stamping. So we're gonna clean these. I always find it so weird that blue always turns your stamps like pink. Like, where does the pink come from? Like, but see how it's got that like hint of pink now? You would think that blue would be blue and not red or pink. Like, see? Crazy. Okay, there's also like a little bow on this one. I was gonna say, where's my baker's twine? So we're just gonna do the little bunny ears. I always find baker's twine likes to curl, and that drives me nuts. Okay, So they show that this goes right there. So I'm going to go ahead and do the dad one. And they show that a dimensional goes on one side and a glue dot goes on the other side. And that's because this is already dimensionalized. So they don't want it double dimensionalized. And this side goes over that label. And the ribbon goes underneath it. Or the bow. Although the bow doesn't sound very masculine, so maybe I should just say twine. There we go. Which one, here, let me cover or close this. Which one is your guys' favorite? Don't forget these cute blue envelopes that go with it too. Super cute. Although I almost feel like those should be like a darker, like the navy. I almost want to put one little glue dot down first. So that my ribbon is like extra secure. Where did, oh, here they are. So I'm gonna do one of these as a friend. And then I'm gonna leave the other one blank. Looking for my adhesive. It helps to peel off the back, doesn't it? Ooh, I almost put that one like too low. Friend, you're in a league of your own. Okay, what's everybody's vote on their favorite one? What do you guys think? This one I'm actually just gonna leave blank. So, I don't know, should I put the twine on there still? What about doing the twine like up and down? Because there's plenty of twine left. So I might do it and wrap it around and just use up all the twine. So I wrapped it around 3 times, and this one I'm just gonna do a knot. I'm not gonna do a bow. And then if you want to rotate those, then move that knot down here. Like that. And I used up all of the baker's twine in the kit. Okay, so now I have my Father's Day cards and some good baseball cards for, like, I know this one, well, not this one, but that one will be for my nephew, who's a big baseball fan. His birthday's in September, so I'm already set up for that, which is super exciting. But yeah, super love this paper pumpkin kit. This is the May paper pumpkin kit called Batter Up. The June paper pumpkin kit is going to come with 2 ink spots, and it's going to coordinate with the Expressions in Ink suite from the main annual catalog. So it's got that fun splash of color and everything. I'm super excited. Like the pink and the purple, and the box is going to come like that too. I can't wait. I love to reuse the boxes. Also, if you ever wondered, Stampin' Up! Does now cellophane wrap the boxes so they don't have a label on them, but did you know that you can turn the boxes inside out? So you just pop it open pop the little tabs and turn it inside out. So bring it around, bring these sides in. So bring these two tabs in, flip this around, and pop that tab in the little slit. So in this slit, so pull the tabs in, bring this around, and pop this little tab into that hole down there. And then again, we're just turning it inside out. And now you have a nice brown box that you can use. You can decorate it, but you could also use it, like if you prefer to write your address on this rather than that orange look, then you can reuse these boxes for regular packaging. How cool is that? I've done it many times to send treats to like my nieces and nephews or things like that. These are really good boxes to be able to mail things in. And if you don't like that paper pumpkin look, then and it's hard to write on, then you can always do that. So I hope that was a little handy tip for you guys. Anyway, that's all I have for today is sharing with you the May 2021 Paper Pumpkin Kit Batter Up. I hope you enjoyed it, and I left a link in the description box so that you can check it out and sign up for the June Paper Pumpkin. And like I said, sign up by June 10th, and it comes with 2 ink spots, perfect for summer projects with kids. And it's going to have beautiful pink and purple watercolor splash fabulousness. I can't wait to do it with all of you guys in June. I hope you have a great day. Love, hugs, and prayers to all of you guys. Stay safe and stay healthy and have a wonderful day. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.